Well, today on Sac and Co, we are all about health. And this week of February is National Burn Awareness Week. And it's important to know what to do in the event that you, or better yet, your child, has a burn. Well, the Shriners Hospital for Children is making sure that we are ready and prepared for that exact situation. Here to help us is Shriners Hospitals for Children's Chief of Burns. We have David Greenhall. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Okay, so tell us, what role is the hospital playing when it comes to burn safety awareness?
Well, we're one of the few businesses we try to put ourselves out of business by eliminating all burns. Unfortunately, they still occur, but we have all sorts of prevention programs, publications, products, or whatever to try to reduce the amount of burns that people suffer.
Okay, and what type of burns do you see at the hospital typically?
We see all burns. So it might be the fingertip blister to the 95% third-degree burns. So
Wow.
we'll see them all. A pediatrician might have a kid show up, and we'll send them to our clinic, and we'll take care of them. But we
Okay.
do the critical care too.
You do the critical care as well.
Yes.
Yeah, the heavy lifting, if you will.
All the skin grafting and whatever the patient needs.
Okay, and give some advice though for parents watching, because as a parent, I have two little girls.
Yes.
I know firsthand the dangers that come with little ones, and burns is definitely one of them. What do we do in the event that our child receives a burn, and how do we know how severe it is? Give us some tips here.
Okay.
What do we look for?
Well, first of all, as far as safety, make your kitchen a safe place. Keep the children out while you're basically cooking. Turn your pot handles away. Make sure there's no long cords. Set your water heater temperature at 120 degrees.
In your house?
In your house.
Okay.
That's what you need to do. So a small burn, basically you want to cool it with cool water, not ice, for a little while to try to get it. It helps a little bit.
So not the ice that
No, don't give
that's
ice.
passed down from the family,
Right,
right?
don't
Everyone's
give
like, oh,
ice.
put it. Okay, and is that too cold? Does that cause more
Too
damage?
cold, and it can basically make the burn deeper. So
Ooh,
just
okay.
cool water. It makes them more comfortable. And then usually the small burns, we tell them put a ointment like a bacitracin on it. And
Okay.
then the key thing is that if it's not healed in 2 weeks, then it probably will lead to scarring. So we're happy to answer questions. We see the tiny burns, so if there's any questions, you can call us or you can look us up on the website. And we're happy to see any child in clinic doesn't matter how small the burn is.
Okay, so it's better to be safe than it
Yes.
is to just assume everything's okay.
Correct.
Are there certain things we need to look for, though, on the burn mark?
So if it's just a blister, that's what we call a second-degree burn, partial thickness. Basically, there's not too much to worry about, but if there's redness that spreads around the burn after a few days, that's a sign of infection.
Okay.
Or if it tends to drain a lot. Those are things that we look for. Usually the small burns, if you keep them clean, soap and water. Some people say you shouldn't wash them. No, wash them.
Okay.
Soap and water, get in the shower, and then put an ointment on it. They rarely get infected.
Okay, so infection is a real big issue when it comes to
Right.
burns, no matter how small the blister is.
Yeah, when the bigger the burn, the higher the risk for infection.
Okay. All right. And for this month, actually, you guys are helping to build, in addition to the tips and awareness, a little bit of education as well, right?
Well, we have studied all types of burns. We try to publish about what happens. For instance, years ago, we talked about how many kids suffer from burns from soup. And we looked at the
soup?
cup of soup, and in 5 years, we saw almost 200 burns in our clinic from
No way.
soup. And we actually suggested that designing the soup containers so they're wider and not as high, and you have a better chance. But soup spills are probably one of the most common injuries we see. People don't think about the new fireplaces where they're flush against the wall and toddlers go right across and touch them.
Yes.
When
I
I
know
was
someone that had a similar situation.
Yeah,
with
we
that,
see
yes.
those all the time. So if you have a fireplace, keep the children away from it. Put a barrier in front of it. Keep your irons away from the children. They tend to grab those. And it's interesting, children freeze when they touch something hot, unlike us. It's a learned response to pull away, and they freeze, so they get deeper burns.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're often dealing with deeper burns that need skin grafts on the children that freeze when they touch something
Yeah,
hot.
because their contact's longer.
Yes.
Okay, and then you're also doing education, too, with children as well. Tell us
Yes.
about that.
Well, we have classes for children's kindergarten through third grade where we'll have them come into the hospital or we'll go to their school and we teach them about the stop, drop, and roll. So if the clothes catch on fire, they run, basically fans the flames, but if they stop, drop, and roll, it decreases the size of the burn. But also the strategies of what do you do when the fire alarm goes off? Tell them to tell their parents to prepare in case the fire alarm goes off, because a lot of times there's panic and they don't know what to do. So practicing staying low and what to do, where to meet, and how to get out of the house.
And where can our viewers go for more information?
They can go to shrinerschildren.org, and they can go to showthemthelove.org. They're both in Shriners, or they can just call us at Shriners Hospital.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Have a great rest of your day. And everyone else, thank you. Have a great rest of your day as well. We'll see you back here as we bring value home at 9 a.m. right here on Stack & Co. That's very enlightening. I had no
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.